Hello, everyone. This is Andrew Cooper with Cooper Music Service, coming at you with a tutorial going over like to do in the morning. So I'm gonna go over a little bit of the intro here. I'm gonna be showing you two-handed chords here. I'm gonna try to break this down as fluent as possible. So all right, so bear with me. Okay, so that's the intro. Okay, so um, let's go over it real quick. So in your left hand, you will have F, okay, and then you'll go to a B flat, okay, and then you go to a F, and then you'll go to a E. All right. Um, on your right hand, you will have a D minor chord, just holding D and A, and then you go to B flat and F, and then you go to a F and D. Then you go to a C and A. Then you go to a B flat diminished, and you'll leave out the E. Okay. So just to go over this one more time, both hands together. So you have a D minor chord, D and A in your right hand, F in your left, a B major chord, B flat, F in your right hand, and D in your left, a B flat major chord, third inversion, F and D in your right hand and B flat in your left. At F major chord, third inversion, C and A in your right hand and F in your left. A B flat diminished chord, B flat, D flat, and G in your right hand, and E in your left. Okay, so when it's all said and put together, this is what you have. Now, the only thing I'm doing is using the G as my grace note. Okay, so let's, okay, so now you'll get to hear. Okay, so um, this might take some practice. If you can't do that, you can always come with just this kind of some simple chords. Okay, so but don't stray away from the challenge. Every challenge you have as a musician is always better to live up to the challenge, to whatever challenges you, whether it be fingering um, or anything such as that nature. So here, uh, in your right hand, you will have an F major in first inversion, A, C, and E, A, C, and F. Excuse me. Then you go to a C major, third inversion, G, C, and A, and then you'll go E, G, and C, and it's a C major first inversion, and you use the E flat as what you slide off. So let me just go back over this. Um, A, C, and F, F major first inversion, G, C, and E, C major third inversion. And this chord here, you will have your index finger, middle finger, and pinky finger on here, okay? And you can use that as your slide note. It's easier to slide, okay? Meanwhile, uh, I go. I think I go like this. So I hit the F, C, and F, G flat, and you have your pinky finger, your ring finger, and with your thumb you hit F and G. Okay. So and then once more on here. So like I said, it might take some practice. All right. Then okay. So in your right hand, we're on the sixth. It's basically a 1 6 2 5, 1 6 2 5. Um, in your right hand, you'll go from an A and a D to a G and a C to E, F, and C. Okay, it's based off of a D minor chord, and you can see where we're at in the nine. And you'll be doing stuff like this all through the song as you're playing. Okay, and ah, while you're doing this, when you're left hand, you'll go D A D. See, no, it's D A E and F. Okay, D D D E and F. D D E and F. Excuse me. D D E and F. Okay. Okay. So okay. So now you'll go from a C major chord, third version to a really a B flat seven, but in this case it's going to be a nine, G minor nine because of the bass note. Okay, all right, and you can really okay. This is just kind of extra. It's like your passing chord here. Okay, so right hand A, B flat, D, and F. And your left hand, you have your power chord, G, D, and F. Okay. Keep in mind this is all while before the bass player comes in, also. Okay. So once again, it's A, B flat, D, and F, G, D, and F. Okay. So let's. Okay. All right. So in your left hand, you'll have C's in your baby pinky and your thumb. You have go from a G, C, and E, okay, and then you'll go to a F, A, and D chord. It's a D minor first inversion. And you go back to C major chord, third inversion, and you'll play the 13th on there. Once again, this is just really a B flat major, and say one, two, three. It's in third inversion. Okay. It's also good to know your inversions also. All right. So there you have it. There, as far as the intro. Okay, so now we get to the meat of probably what everybody's been waiting for. This the two-handed chords. All right, so um, okay, so okay, so First chord would be an F major 7. Okay. You have E, G, A, and C in your left hand, and the same in your right hand. And then you'll go from there, and in your left hand you'll have A, F, A, C, and E. In your right hand you'll have C and E, and you'll go from a C and E to A and D. Okay. 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 And from there you'll go your left having your left hand F, A, B flat, and D. Um, you can either do the same thing in your right, because at this point you're on the two, so you'll have to do the same thing from C to E to A to D. Okay. Now when you get to the five, do the same thing of what I showed you. You just have the same chord as far as your F, A, B flat, and D. And then to go back, we're going back to the one now. Okay. So F and B in your left hand, B flat. I'm sorry, F and B flat on your left hand. You will have your baby pinky finger and your index finger. Your baby pinky finger on your F, and your your index finger on B flat. In your right hand, you have your thumb, your A, and your D. Okay, and then I take you. I'm just using the G as the grace note. Okay. Okay. So all in all, it should sound something like this. So you can practice that. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a little bit more as we go on. So there, like I said, this is all based upon the um, original chord. So this is be a D minor. I'm just going from a D to A. I'm kind of reversing here. So instead of just going from C, E into A and D, what I showed you the first time, I flip that and I put D and A up here, D, A, and I went from D to E. Okay. Okay. I'm just showing you a little bit more. Okay. Here on the two, I went from left hand stays the same. As I show you this, most of the time your left hand will be the same. Okay. Left hand stays the same. You'll go from D to G to C to F. Okay. Okay. So on the five, left hand F, B flat, C, D. You'll do a run. So you start with your thumb, and you'll walk up. When you go into the F, you can use the E as your grace note. Okay. So you get to the F, and you'll cross back over after you pass your middle finger. So it'd be thumb, index finger, middle finger, and then cross over with your thumb. Ah. So I'm just going. Okay. And then on the five, they do bounce off. Okay. In your left hand, you have F, A, B flat, D. This is all voicings of this chord right here. Okay. And in your right hand, you have A, B flat, D, and F. So, y'all also gotta keep in mind when you practice this. Also, it's good to just go through. If you don't like practicing with the with a metronome, you know, I like to make me tracks here. So I'll go here, and you see I label the progression. So it's 1 6 2 5, and I just go through. Okay, so practice it. Okay. Now I'm show you that also. I'm sure you all of that. Um, Here what I did here. Uh, I've already showed you that one. I went. I get that straight from Jason White off the track. That's just smooth. But this is on the two, and I've already showed you the chord that goes on the two, and that'd be F, A, and B flat, and D. Okay. Okay. And what I'm doing is just I'm hitting the G, and while I'm holding the G, I'm going back and forth here. Okay. And here I'm hitting that same chord that I showed you on the five the last time. And when I come here, and this, see, I took the concept just from uh, 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 um, the added ninth. I just took the C chord and kind of put it up here. But what I did, of course. What else did I do? Oh, let's see. Okay, that's on the two. So what I did here, I had a tritone in my left hand, A and D, and I had E and A in my right. As I went down, then went to a G and D flat in my left. I had D and G in my right, and then from there I had F, A, and B flat in my left, and I have A and G in my right. Okay, so it sounds like this. Okay. Like I said, man, I just kind of just took this from this other people just studying this. Thought I would just show you guys. Okay. Um. Also, I know Jason White. When he gets into that five, and what he does there in his left hand, I'm not in the right hand. Excuse me. He has A, B flat, C, and D. In his left hand, he has D flat, D, E, and F. Okay. So that's the first part of the song, and then they go the next part of the song. They go 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5. So let me demonstrate here. I got 3, 6, 2 here. Okay. So from there, you can when you get onto the five, you can do the lick that you saw I already showed you. So, but then when you get to the four here, it's the same kind of chord you use in the back of a preacher. Okay. Anyways, so instead of in the chord, uh, the two B flats with your left hand, you'll okay. So it should sound something like. So then you'll come here. Okay. So basically, all you're doing here is you're bouncing with your left, and you can always reuse what you already know. You know, there I just added the six. I just added the 13th. I like that better actually. Okay, so with your left hand on the 3, okay, you'll be on 3. Left hand G, B, C, and E. Right hand, no. Um, you'll have a C major, C, G, C, and E, and then you go over to a B, C, E, and G. And this is based off this chord here. So I'm trying to explain this because I'm doing this for the people who don't have, who's just not trying to get into the habit of playing with a bass player. And you're just you can't get out of, you know. So you need to kind of just need something. But the way you get better, you practice it not just in one scale. You practice, but other scales also. So you could be writing these down, memorize them. And then when you get to another song, reuse these chords. And there's tons of people that own YouTube. You buy their DVDs. There's tons of material out there. Okay. Okay. So here, I'm on the 6. So I went from a C third inversion to a D, and F chord, and it'd be a D minor, okay? And I just went on and just hit that same chord I showed you the first time. Okay? B, C, E, and G, okay? Look at that. Same chord on the 5. Okay? So, same chord there, okay? F, A, B flat, and D. C major, 13th version. F, A, and D, minor. So I already showed you that. Then you come next. You can either do this again, okay, or you can do another voicing for your C13, okay? This is another dominant. This is the 13th, okay? Your dominant B, more or less that, more of that right there, okay? So. In your right hand you have D, G, and C, and in your left hand you have A flat. Okay. So you did it. And you can also, you can go down one, D flat, F sharp, and B, and as you're walking up. Once you hit that G, okay, also, I think this is also a quarter chord. Also, Jermaine from Here and Play Gospel teaches about quarter chords. Once again, they're just really good swords. So him, Jamal Hartwell. It's always good to invest in yourself. Get these DVDs. Okay, so after we get done with this, that leads back into here. And then, yeah. So, I've already showed you that. I don't think I showed you this though. So here, same thing. In my left hand on the 6, I have F, A, C, and E. And then I go from F major, first inversion. And when I go to that C major chord, I use the 9 as a grace note for the D. And when I get to the E, it's E flat, D, and C. And I ain't showed you that one. Okay, so before you get to the 6, you can hit in your left hand G and D flat, in your right hand F and B. Okay, so and you'll just hit, that leads you to an F, A, and C in your left hand, and a C and a E, G, and C in your right. Okay, you can do the same thing on the 2, but it leads you to a G minor 9. Okay, and the same thing you left. I just got a F, A, and C, and I'm using the G as my grace note. So okay, so we'll get to the next here. I guess I'll go ahead and demonstrate a little bit. Open this back up. I still have to buy the full version of Easy Keys. Do plan on getting it. So, my favorite part. So you have okay. So bass notes are so is it say okay. Uh, so D flat, B. Okay, so on the 3, you'll use the same inversion. I've already showed you this. In your left hand, A, B, C, and E, and in your right hand, you will have E and C. Okay, and that'll take you to E flat. That's the E flat's going to be your passing chord to get to D. Okay, so and basically this is really in jazz theory they teach 7-3-5, 3-7-9, or you can do 7-3-13. So this is really 3-7-9. I just kind of added the 13th there, and I use one with the 3C there. Okay, so in my left hand for E, I have G, C, D flat, and F. In my right hand, I have G, C, and F. So we've seen this before. Okay. Um, left hand's gonna be the same for D, F, A, C, and E. And in your right hand, I have C, E, and G. So da da da. Okay, so chords should sound familiar. Okay. So here's a voicing of it. This is your A flat passing chord to get to G. Okay. All right. So I have G flat, C, and F in my left hand, and in my right hand I have a quarter chord. I kind of view it as a quarter chord off the three of the chord for my left hand. So when I put it into a different scale, once again the 7 3 13. Let's say a D flat. So 7 3 13. I got a quarter chord over here. Okay. So quarter chord off the C. It'd be C, F, and B. Okay. You can also this quarter chord sound real good when they're taken from up a half step. So that gives us the two. Okay, two is gonna be the same chord: F, A, B flat, and D. Now I take this D chord and I invert it. Okay, so well I don't really invert it. I just have D, F, and A, and I double up on the fifth. Okay, so boom, then D flat, uh, um, F, B flat, and E flat. It's based off of this B flat, E flat, G, and B flat. Okay, so uh, we're on B, and this is a chord that you will use a lot, really, in urban gospel. Left hand A, D flat, D, and F sharp, and right hand A, D flat, and E. Uh, so now we're on E. Okay, and my left hand I got A flat, D, and E, A flat, C, and D, and on my right hand I got F, B flat, and D. Okay, so okay, okay, so that's pretty much the whole song. Um, like it's always good to experiment yourself with just things to do. So you've seen that before during the tutorial. Um, so figure out other places where you can use this song. Also, there's tons of YouTube videos. They'll teach you how to practice, teach you how to experiment. Tons of gurus out there. It's probably a whole lot better than I am. I just remember the struggle, just man trying to get better, trying trying to add that left hand. Okay, and get fluent in one key first, and then take it to the next key. It's real. It gets real frustrating at first when you do take stuff to the next key, but after you start seeing the results, man, you will wow yourself. All right, so that's to do in the morning. Leave comments, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. Message me. I hope this helped you. and God bless.